Hi, this video is going to be a what's sold video for the various platforms with which I sell on for the week of September 8th to September 14th. As per usual, we're going to start with my lowest selling platforms first and then work our way up. Also, there is a cat, so you'll see her tail randomly throughout the video, as well as my hand doing this to try to keep her appeased because, you know, she's needy. So we're gonna start with Etsy first. I actually sold 3 things to the same person. They were a guest, so I guess they don't have an Etsy account, and their name is Jeremy. So Jeremy, if you are a viewer, thank you very much for your purchase. I had 2 bundle sales, one on Etsy and one on eBay, which is weird considering normally the only place I get bundles is Poshmark. So I will just thank those people and assume that they are someone who watches the channel. If not, they're just someone who really shopped my store, which is great. So I sold 2 of the recipe soup mugs, the tomato and onion pair that I listed last week in one of my list with me videos, which I will link up above if you're interested to watch that. And then a set of daylily seeds. So when I purchased this foreclosure home, of which I'm currently in right now, it had some landscaping, but it was bad. Like, they did not take care of it at all. Well, they didn't take care of anything in the house, thus it was a foreclosure. And these daylilies, I pretty much get about $10 worth of seeds out of them every year. So I just throw them up on Etsy and sell them, and it's just a nice little bonus of having this house. It's one of the few nice little bonuses of having this house. But yeah, so I sold stuff. After, you know, cost of goods and shipping, I made about like $10 from the sale. So pretty happy about that. I love selling my recipe soup mugs. And then we're gonna move to eBay. And also, if you're new here, hello. My name is Heroine Bob. You can just call me Bob, and I am a part-time reseller in the state of Virginia. So now you know, if you did not know before. And we're moving to eBay, and I'm very happy that my store is definitely like back and going strong. So listing is paying off, sometimes immediately, as I mentioned in the video that I mentioned earlier. So I sold this pair of vintage Marthe Francois Jorbeau jean shorts that I picked up in Mississippi. I do not know what it is with Mississippi, but the thrifts down there with Alicia and Victoria abound, are just plentiful and prolific in Marthe Francois Jorbeau shorts. So I sold it on offer for $20.59, and the buyer paid $8.55 for shipping to put it in a padded flat rate. Super happy about that sale. I normally have never had a problem selling Jorbeau at all. It's normally a pretty quick sale for me. It's going to be a bread and butter item, but it's going to be a quick sale for me. This next item was also from my Mississippi trip to go visit my ladies, but this was a mistake. So I'm super happy to see it go. I love picking up pearl snap shirts to sell. It's another great bread and butter item for me. And I saw the XL and saw the pearl snaps and did not put 2 and 2 together that the size was not what it should be for a men's XL shirt. It was in the men's section. It turns out it was a kid's XL. So I was just super happy to get my money back because I paid less than $4 for the shirt. So I sold it for $5 and the buyer paid for shipping. So after, you know, shipping and fees, I basically just got my money back. But definitely going to spend a little bit more time making sure that I don't make that mistake again. I got excited because it's pearl snaps and I know that they sell well for me, and then got immediately like reality checked there. This item I had for 2.5 years. So glad it's gone. This is when I first started reselling consistently, and I was told by the YouTubes that J. Crew was a, you know, guaranteed money. It is not, so don't make that mistake. But this did sell for $29.87 free shipping. I paid $6 for this dress, which is a lot for me. and I wore it because this was in my size. This is a size small. So I got a lot of wear out of it before it sold. So I'm not mad that it took 2 years because, again, I did get to wear it. It was a very comfy flannel like shirt dress, which it's weird that I thought it would sell sooner, but it didn't. I even took cute styling photos for it, which I will put up here as well so you guys can see. So not all J. Crew sells. Definitely won't pay more than like $3 for it going forward for anything J. Crew, but happy to see this go on to a new home, and hopefully they will have some cute fall pics in it just like I did. This item, again, we're talking about pearl snaps. I love selling pearl snaps. They're very bread and butter for me, but normally very quick sellers. So this is a vintage ELA Plains Western shirt in a size small. But it does sell on offer for $15 and the buyer paid for shipping. I paid less than $4 for this in Mississippi, so very happy about that. And then y'all know I love selling ties because they are lightweight, they are easy to ship, you can't break them, and super small, almost no storage. So this sold for my full asking price of $14.87 and the buyer paid for shipping. These Brook Brothers Makers Silk Made in the USA ties consistently sell for me between $12 and $15. So if you see them in the tie section, maybe take a cursory glance. I think I paid $2.50 for this one. So, I mean, it's a pretty decent return in my opinion for very little space. So this next bundle that I mentioned earlier in the video on eBay is, if your name is Patricia and you purchased this from me, thank you very much. That was amazing. So it is a pair of Massimo size 12 Bermuda shorts, a size 10 pair of 7 shorts, and then the TI-83 graphing calculator that I listed in that listing video that I linked earlier. Both of these pairs of shorts, I did not pick them up. Okay, I would like to state I did not go to a thrift store and pick up a pair of 7 shorts that, by the way, 7 shorts are sold in Costco, or a pair of Target shorts for resale. They came in ThredUp boxes, in separate ThredUp denim boxes, so I did not intend to purchase those at all. So those came in ThredUp boxes. If it gives you any indication of how long I've held onto those shorts, mostly it was because I didn't list them, because I don't like listing pants. So it took me about a year to list them after I got them, and then it took almost another year for them to sell after I did list them. But happy to see all of it go. So some old with some new, and they already left me positive feedback that they liked them and they would totally buy from me again. So Patricia, thank you very much. So this Peter Millar golf skirt was very tempting to keep because it fit me beautifully. I am probably going to keep the FootJoy golf skirt I picked up at the same time because the pockets are deep, the fit is perfect, and it is comfy AF. So whoever bought this one is going to have the same experience, except with reflective pockets. They got it on an offer for $20 and they paid for shipping, but very happy with this sale. I have never found Peter Millar, and then I found 2 pieces in the same month. One men's and one women's, and both of them took less than a week to sell. So if you're getting it for a low price and you're pricing it at bread and butter, should have no problem selling. This, oh my goodness, I knew this wasn't going to last long considering like 70s is very in, but when I saw this on my trip down to Texas with the boy, I went to a faith-based charity shop in Chattanooga, I believe, and they price their stuff up, like even at 50% off the entire store. I bought 2 things, and this was one of them. I paid $5.50 for that, but it sold for full price of $39.87, and the buyer paid for shipping. This is like a thick vintage, like from the late 60s, early 70s hippie vest. Oh, it wasn't pink. There's also one listed for $50. That's the exact same as this one, except in blue and green. And you best believe that if I found that one, it would not have sold because I would have kept it. So I guess it's a good thing that it was pink because it did sell, like I said, for $39.87. I'm so happy, and I will also show the modeling picture as well because I tried, but I don't own anything pink or really white, so this is the best I can do, and it just kind of like made it pop for color, so whatever. This is a Madewell size XS. It sounds like I'm saying excess, like excess, like there's too much of it, which technically yes, because it's an oversized shirt that actually could fit me as a medium size footballer shoulder woman. This extra small fit me perfectly. But I did decide to go ahead and list it, and it sold for my full asking price of $19.87, and the buyer paid for shipping. So I'm very happy about that. It was a really muted lavender color, very pretty, also very comfy. I do understand why people love Madewell. Everything that I have found that I have been able to put on my body to try to wear has just been wonderful. So I currently only own one piece of Madewell, and that's just because it hasn't sold yet, so because I haven't listed it yet. But beyond that, I also sold this pair of vintage kitten heels in navy. These are free from my aunt. She wore these in the 90s when she was working at NASA. She gave this to me when she was cleaning out her closet during quarantine, and they finally sold. I did get a note from the buyer prior to shipping this that they're like, I hope these are navy blue and not royal blue, because you listed them as navy. And I almost wanted to be like, well, I'm shipping them in their original box from the 90s, and the box says 90s, says navy, so suck it. But I didn't, because I'm going to be professional about it. But I'm going to say it in this video because it's my channel and I can do what I want. But that was just like, can you not just be terse and rude like that? And I wrote them as navy because it legitimately says navy inside the shoe, and it says navy on the box. They're navy shoes. Anyway, I hope they like them, and because I don't want to see them again, and I don't want to deal with that lady anymore. I then also sold this Raiders snapback. I thought I had listed this. I had taken pictures of this like 2 or 3 months ago to list it, and when I was going through my photographs to like take stuff out, I was like, I don't think I've listed that, and then I hadn't. So I listed it when I was doing my listing video, and it sold within less than a week for full asking price of $29.87, and the buyer paid for shipping. This was a brand new hat that I found at the DAV, and it seemed to be very popular, and one that sold for a really good amount of money, because I paid, I think, $5 for this, because the hats in my area are expensive. I know, like in South Carolina, when we went through there, like the hats were like $1 or something. I wish, man, I would pick up so many hats, because they're like ties. Super easy to ship, take up almost no space, and you can't break them. It's amazing. And then the last sale I'm going to share with you is this Tommy Bahamas Silk Blend Hawaiian shirt. It sold for my full asking price of $19.87, and it was free shipping, which means it was an older, and that's because this is from the Air Force retiree's house. So it was, again, something I paid less than $1 for. That sold my full asking price, and I, like I said, best estate sale I've ever been to. Just absolutely amazing the amount of money I've made from that estate sale. So that is all the sales I made within that week, which is actually a lot. I think it's more than 15 items that I sold, which is a lot for me as a part-timer. So again, we're ramping up to Q4, and I'm actually trying to get things listed and not bring as much stuff in, so that's amazing, and it's working, which is the best. And I thank you all so much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit longer, but that's because I had more sales to share with you. And I would personally like to thank all 1,510 of my subscribers. Interesting history fact for the year 1,510 AD CE, whichever one you prefer. Henry VIII, yes, that Henry VIII of England, 18-year-old Henry VIII of England, went in disguise to a jousting tournament in Richmond, Surrey, and performed very well to much acclaim from the crowd. And during one of those cheering moments, he revealed who he was, because he wasn't supposed to be jousting in the tournament. But there is your history fact. And so thank you guys again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye. She works so hard. Don't you, baby girl? Yeah. You a hard-working baby? Or are you a hardly working baby? Listen to them purrs.